Hey there guys, what is going on? My name is ChooseWagon1000 and welcome back to my Sega Genesis collection series of videos. Today we are on to, I believe it's part 5. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and continue on with the loose cartridge games I have for my collection, and so that I can show you guys. I believe I picked out the next 40 games that I'm going to be showing you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. With our first game, it is called Goofy's Historical History Tour. I have yet to play this game, but eventually I will get to it. Next we have another Disney game. I think it's actually, well, I don't know about yeah, it's actually another Disney game. Huh. It's called Beauty of the Beast, or War of the Beast. Pretty much a Beauty and the Beast game. If you're a big fan of wrestling, which is aka WWE or WWF, when it used to be called that, here is WWF Royal Rumble. I have yet to play this game, but I will be playing it pretty soon. Next we have an Olympic game, but it's not like the Summer Olympics. It is mostly the Winter Olympics. It's called Winter Olympic Games on the Sega Genesis. Still have yet to play this game. Next I picked this one up for, if I had to average it all out, it would be about, I would say about $1.30. I got it from the I believe it was over at Jamie's Flea Market in Amherst, Ohio. If you ever get the chance to go there because they have like a lot of good things and a lot of good decent prices. Demolition Man. Fortunately, the cover is a little damaged, but I can live with it. Next, we have a game from the Sega Club, and this is Disney's Bonkers. Yeah, tells you how old I am. I believe I kept on watching that Disney show when I was very, very young. Next, we have a from, I believe it's Data East. I'm not too sure about it, but it is called Atomic Runner. I have yet to actually play this game in depth, but I will eventually get to them, or to that one. This next one I have actually played a lot, and I've actually gotten really good with it. It's a sports game, aka a tennis game, and it's one of my favorite tennis games on the Sega Genesis so far. Ladies and gentlemen, Wimbledon Championship Tennis. Very fun game for people who are wanting to have some really good fun and to have some good bragging rights. Next, I do have this game, but I do not have the gun that goes associated with it. Actually, this was actually one of the first 20 games I was able to collect from my Sega Genesis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Menacer 6-game cartridge, in which you actually had to have the Menacer light gun in order to play this cartridge and its games. Like I said, unfortunately, I do not own the light gun, which I will eventually. I will at some point near the future. Next, we have a game based off of the Alien movies, or possibly, but I don't know, I haven't really gotten into too much depth of this game. Alien 3. Cool, huh? I actually do like the cover of it, or the label of it, actually. Next, we have a, let's just say a kids show that, being as how I grew up in the 90s, was very appreciative of this little group. Yes, it is officially the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers of the video game for the Sega Genesis. Next we have a game that is I actually played it a little bit when I first bought it. I actually really enjoyed it. It's called Wiz and Liz. Kind of cool. I actually like the label on this game. I don't have it in box though. Next, we have a game that I actually really prefer on the Sega not the Dreamcast, the Sega Saturn. Because the Sega Saturn version is a lot more detailed and it's actually much more cool. Ladies and gentlemen, Virtual Fighter 2. I actually have the first virtual fighting game for my Sega 32X as well, which I will probably go through my Sega 32X collection. It's only like 10 or 12 games I have for it. But either way, moving on. Next we have Mortal Kombat 2. Gotta have them. because simply it's a good game to own. Next, if you are a cool, or a, not a cool, but a fan of the Castlevania series, this is the one game that you want to get for your Genesis. Ladies and gentlemen, Castlevania Bloodlines. Because, hey, it's a Castlevania game, and you gotta own it. Should move these games out of the way first. Alright, next one. We have another good game that people should own for the Sega Genesis collection. Yeah, I think the title speaks for itself. Gunstar Heroes. Love this game, even though it's hard. Next, we have a game and or show series based off of from MTV. Ladies and gentlemen, Beavis and Butthead. Next is a game that I actually played a lot when I was very, very little. I actually used to own this game when I was little too. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Quackshot. Yeah, enough said. I love this game. Like I said, I used to play the heck out of it when I was very, very little. Next game is a game that I actually wanted to get into the series, but I wanted to get the first game of the series for the, can't recall, it's the Sega Master System. Ladies and gentlemen, Phantasy Star 2. And I actually already said in my other previous video, I can't believe which part it was, but in the box section, it was the, I have the Phantasy Star 3 in box. I don't know if that one had the manual. I think that just had the game in the box. That was it. Another cool game. It's a weird platformer, but you get used to it after a while. Decap Attack. Yeah. I actually like the name of that one too. And I actually like the label for that one too. Next is another baseball game in the RBI series that I actually have. RBI Baseball 94. It's made by Tengen. I haven't really gotten into it yet, but eventually I will, along with all the other games I have for the system. Yep, gotta have this one because it was very infamous on the Sega the Sega Genesis. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, enough said. Mortal Kombat. Yeah, blood mode. Have fun with it. Next is a game I got for $1. It's pretty much another game by Data East. Side Pocket, pretty much a game about pool. Next one is I think this came out on the NES, I'm not too sure, but either way, it is called Best of the Best Championship Karate, the Sega Genesis version. Next on our list is a game made by Konami and Micronet in 1990. Yeah, tells you how old I am. Ladies and gentlemen, Junction. And it's actually also made, by the looks of it, yeah, Micronet, and distributed as the North American market share. Huh, interesting. Next game we have on our list, Jam It. Like I said, I haven't really gotten into these games, but I will eventually, and probably do some reviews of them too. Next, we have the Rampage edition of this game. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd also have this game in box, but this is just the Rampage edition. Ladies and gentlemen, Jurassic Park Rampage edition. Rampage. Blah, I can't even talk tonight. Next is a game I actually used to play in the arcade a lot, and I still prefer the arcade version. Ladies and gentlemen, Sunset Riders. Yeah, enough said. This next one is a game that's pretty much, it's a classical naval combat game for the Sega Genesis. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Battleship. Yep, enough said. Next is a game that I actually prefer the championship edition of this game. Super Street Fighter 2. This next game is a game I actually just recently, and I mean recently, just picked up. Maybe like a week or two ago. Contra Hard Course. Hard game, but by God, I love it. I wish I had it in box, but you know what? I'll take the game cartridge because, man, look at that price tag. $35. And this label was actually damaged. So there you go, guys. This is going to go ahead and stop it right here. Again, my name is Cheesewag1000. I shall see you guys in the next video while we continue on with my Sega Genesis collection. Have a good one, guys. I shall see you guys next later.